I'm going to go ahead and get started, even though people are literally joining every second here, because this is going to be recorded. So that's okay if people join a minute or two late. Real quick bit of housekeeping. This is recorded. So if you have to get up and go to the bathroom or something happens, no problem. We'll be sending a recording to everybody. For questions, you can only hear me. Nobody can hear you. It's a webinar. That's usually pretty straightforward. But if you do have questions, we are happy to answer all of them. I believe it's on the right-hand side of your panel. You should see a questions tab. There's also a chat tab. So feel free to post anything in your chat. Actually, if you want to put in there where you're from, maybe post your store URL for others. For us, it's always fun. But then there's also a Q&A tab. And if you have a specific question about something that's on a slide or anything related to that, post it in there. And that's fine if it's private or a public question. If it's kind of a question that's for everyone, we'll post it for everyone. But if it's a personal question about something, we'll just keep it private. And we have a couple other people on the line here that will answer that just in the chat as well. So, okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Actually, before we jump into this, I want to put one quick question up just to help us get a little bit of an understanding. Mary, can you throw that first poll up just to get an understanding of where you're at in your subscription journey? We just like to know kind of a demographic of our attendees. Are you offering subscriptions already? Are you planning on implementing them very soon? Would you like to offer subscriptions on your store in the next 6 to 12 months? Or do you never plan on offering subscriptions? Hopefully not too many in the bottom one. Otherwise, you might be at the wrong webinar, but that's okay. So just let us know where you're at there. Okay, good. No one's in the bottom one. Awesome. Now let's, with that, get started. But now can you see my screen? Here we go. Back to the screen. Okay. So let's kick this off with some numbers. First number I want to share with you is 70%. This is a customer's likelihood of purchasing additional products or services from a brand once subscribed. These are all from McKinsey. So 70%, keep these numbers in your head here. I'm going to just kind of set the stage a little bit for what we're getting into, but a customer is 70% more likely to purchase additional products from you once subscribed. Okay, so right off the bat, think if your customers aren't spending an additional 70% when subscribed, that's an issue. Next number, 62%. This is the percentage more a customer is likely to spend with a brand once subscribed. So they're 70% more likely to shop, and they'll spend 62% more than a customer who's not subscribed. So a non-subscription customer versus a subscription customer, they should be spending. Well, actually, no, I think the potential is actually a lot higher. This is the average, 62% more. Okay, and again, if you're below this number, that's something to maybe think about, which we're going to get into. The next number, 59%. This is the percentage more likely a customer will choose your brand for additional one-time purchases versus a competitor once subscribed. And this is sometimes referred to as brand affinity. And it's how much more likely a customer is to go directly to your store when they need an additional item. So say they're subscribed to coffee, when they need some other supplies, they're 59% more likely to choose you versus a competitor. So a huge competitive advantage. Okay, so keep those three numbers in your head. Now I'm going to show a couple other numbers. The first one is 90%. Now this is the percentage of subscribers that say they wished there was more opportunities for one-time add-ons in their monthly subscription. 90% of customers want more opportunities for add-ons. It's kind of mind-blowing when you think about it. We think sometimes like we don't want to annoy them, but that's actually what they're signing up for. 92%. This is the percentage of subscribers that visit their customer portal at least once. Many visit it many times, but 92% of subscribers log into their subscriber portal at least once. It's arguably the most important page on your website, maybe other than your homepage or some landing page you're driving a ton of traffic to, your subscriber portal. Yet, probably a lot of people don't optimize it and use it for what it's worth, but 92% of subscribers log into at least once. Okay, now 15 to 25%. This is the average open rate of marketing emails. So these are the all of your marketing, all those Black Friday and Cyber Monday emails that you just sent out. If you think back on your open rates, you're probably somewhere in here. If you're over 25%, you're doing really good. But this is the average open rate of marketing emails. Now, 60 to 70% is the average open rate of order emails. Transactional emails. These are the emails that go out after an order is placed, upcoming subscription order emails, any transactional order email. Actually, we see numbers much higher than 70%, but that's the average. It's the average open rate of order emails. So you're probably starting to formulate something in your head here, and we're going to get to how these numbers play into some things right away. So the first kind of topic we want to dive into is where, when, and how to maximize every subscription. So first of all, when you have a subscription, a lot of people get excited. They see new subscribers sign up. When you have a subscription, I always tell people you don't really have a customer. You don't have a long-term subscriber yet. You have a lead. You have a potential long-term customer. Most people, when they subscribe, they're actually trying out your product. They're not actually sure if they want it. They figure, well, I'll try it out. I can cancel if I want. But the opportunity is then in maximizing them. And again, I want to say one more thing before I get into this, but I did a talk a few months ago at Sub Summit. I don't know if some of you know what Sub Summit is. If you don't go to Sub Summit, it's the #1 D2C subscription conference in North America. It is a fantastic conference. Anyways, I did a talk at it, and I asked everyone in the audience if they could tell me what their churn numbers were, and pretty much everyone put up their hand. I asked them if they could tell me what their LTV was, and pretty much everyone put up their hand. And then I asked everyone if they could tell me what their NDR was, and most people said, "What's NDR?" And then I said, "What can you tell me what your net dollar retention is?" And okay, then they understood the acronym, but they still, I don't even think one single person put up their hand. So net dollar retention is the dollar value of your subscribers. Is it getting more or less over time? It's a super important metric. And if you ever get investors or if your company ever gets acquired, it's actually one of the key metrics they look at. And so there's user churn. User churn is just if I get 1,000 new members or subscribers and I lose 100, I have 10% user churn, subscriber churn. But if I get 1,000 subscribers, but now those subscribers become more valuable, they buy more, they add more products, they upgrade their products, the dollar amount becomes more value. So my net dollar retention might go up. And actually, overall, I might have some people refer to it as negative churn, or some people refer to it as positive net dollar retention. So you can be in a scenario, if you have 100% NDR, that means your subscription value, like if it's $1,000 a month, it just stays 1,000. But if you have 120% NDR, that means when a customer subscribes for $100 on average, they end up becoming worth $120. And that's a really, really powerful metric to make your company a lot more valuable. If you're ever taking investment, selling it, you'll get a drastically higher multiple on your subscription revenue if you have an NDR over 100%. So this is how we want to talk about how to increase that NDR. And I could, of course, talk for hours and hours. We've only got 30 minutes. So I'm going to go through this pretty quick, give some highlights. And of course, if people want to dive more into this, there's going to be opportunities for that. But the first thing, where, when, and how can you maximize your subscriptions? There's really 3 main areas that I think that you need to focus on. There's probably dozens, but like 3 core areas where you should maximize your subscribers. The first one is when they're shopping. So you've got a prime opportunity. They're on your site. You've spent a lot of money to get them there. When they're shopping, when they log in and manage subscriptions, which you saw the data earlier that 92% of customers log in and 90% want additional add-ons, and immediately before shipments. Now, I would say 2 out of 3 of these, a lot of subscription brands actually ignore intentionally. I talk to a lot of subscription brands that they say they don't want to encourage their customers to log in because they might cancel. They might log in and cancel a subscription. So why would I want to encourage my customers to log in? It's very unfortunate that they're missing that opportunity because they're just afraid of a customer canceling. That's a whole nother story. And also, immediately before shipments, like they don't want to remind a customer that a shipment's about to go out, even though it is the best opportunity to get them to add on extra opportunities. So sometimes our fear is actually the biggest issue. And if you have a subscription that you're afraid to email your customers about and you're afraid to get them to log in and manage it, you don't have a healthy subscription business anyway. You've got other issues. So a lot of people actually just ignore these areas, but the healthiest organically growing subscription brands, that they're really paying attention to these three things. So the first one, when they shop, there's a number of ways you can do it, but one of the things that we found that works really well for increasing the value of subscribers is making it super ridiculously easy for them to add more products to their existing subscription. And so one of the ways that we do that is with what we call express add-ons. So a customer who subscribed shouldn't be treated like every other customer in your store. It should be easier for them to, actually, I was going to say checkout, but not even checkout. It should be easier for them to shop. It should be easier for them to get access to products. But so one of the things that that is really important is if you have a customer subscribed to anything, let's say you are a health and wellness brand and they're subscribed to healthy deodorant, but you have lots of other products. Now, if I want to subscribe to shampoo and I see another shampoo product, to create a subscription, if I have to add it to cart, go to checkout, complete a checkout, select subscription, enter my payment information, we already know the abandon rate on checkout is like 70% globally. Or the add to cart abandon rate, that checkout abandonment rate is around 50%. So you're going to lose a lot of them. Plus, then they're going to have two subscriptions that they have to manage, which isn't ideal because now they if they go on vacation and they want to pause a subscription, they got to pause one and pause another. And so what we created was a way for a customer, actually can show a quick little clip of it, for when a customer is shopping on the front end of your store, rather than going and adding a subscription, they can choose just to add it to the next month. And with one click, it's added to their next month's subscription. It could be going out in a couple of days or whatever. And then you can see here in this little video clip how it adds it to it. There's no checkout, no credit card. The customer doesn't have to enter anything. It's literally one click, and it doesn't even add it to cart. It just does it right from the product page. There's other ways that you can make this easy. But the key takeaway is making it really easy. Once you have a customer that has a subscription, that's like so valuable. Now just make it easy for them to pile on all kinds of other products into that subscription. So they went from subscribing to something for $19 a month, and now they're adding, and now it's $39 a month, now it's $60. So that initial subscription gets more and more and more products added to it. So front end express add-ons are really important. This is actually one of, we have a suite of these tools. We call them subscription maximizers, and they're ways to just maximize the value of a subscriber. And so this is a big one. So the second one is when they manage orders. Now, a lot of times people want to remove as much control when subscribers manage orders. They sometimes remove the ability for them to cancel a subscription. They want to make them phone. They're afraid to let them into the customer portal. They sometimes completely don't even have a customer portal. They say just call to manage. There's really interesting data about how LTV increases every time a customer manages their subscription. It actually goes up the first time a customer manages their subscription, their LTV goes up 6x, 600%. Now, I've spent a lot of time thinking about this, and then actually the second time they manage it, it goes up an additional 4x. And the reason why is every time if you don't manage a subscription, think about the experience you have as a subscriber. So say the deodorant, you're subscribed to deodorant, you go away for a month or two on vacation and your deodorant shipments come, or maybe someone gives you some deodorant or something and it piles up in your shelf. As soon as it piles up in your shelf, you get what's called subscription fatigue. You see all this deodorant in your shelf and you just get frustrated and you go, I'm just going to cancel the subscription, because you didn't know how easy it was to just one click, go in, skip this month, or snooze, pause, whatever. And so because you didn't do that, you got frustrated and you just ended up canceling the whole subscription. But once someone goes in one time and just edits their subscription order, whether that's skipping a month, adding a product, snoozing it for a week, stuff like that, their lifetime value goes up 600% because they're building trust. They're not going to panic. Like the next time they get an extra deodorant, they're not going to right away run and go, I got to cancel the subscription. Their mind goes to, oh shoot, you know what? I should just skip next month because I got 2 now. So they calm down. They're not panicking. They're not rushing for the cancel button. So it's actually really important to get your customers to use your subscriber portal. But beyond that, it's an amazing place to have cross sells for your subscribers, and not just cross sells that are available anywhere else in the store. You can create exclusive subscriber only cross sells. And what this does, A, it makes you more money. That's awesome. But B, it actually gives another reason for your subscribers to stay around. So whenever you think about I use 3x as the perceived value that a subscriber should see in their subscription relative to the cost of it. And what I mean by that is, if I subscribe to coffee for $29 a month and it builds up for some reason, or for some reason I'm frustrated with that subscription, if the only thing I'm getting in my subscription is just coffee for $29 a month and I get frustrated with, the first thing I do is I go, well, screw this subscription, I'll just go cancel it. But if, because I'm subscribed to that coffee, I maybe also get VIP member pricing, I get 15 or 20% off the store while I'm a member. I get an exclusive offer every month. I get access to like monthly offers in my customer portal. I maybe get like once a quarter a community Zoom call with the founder and like the head roaster and have coffee, or there's 100 different things you can do to add more value than just the product. And so then right away when my mind goes like, oh shoot, I got 3 of these coffee bags. Yeah, but if I cancel, I lose all my discounts, my monthly offers, my exclusive access with the founder and some other things. And so anytime you can add more value than just the physical product is a really important strategy to increase LTV and reduce churn, because it's more perceived value. So I actually often recommend making these products like exclusively offers only in the customer portal, not on the rest of the store. And one thing that is very unique just to the, like, if you really want to see these convert well, is to make them unique to the subscriber. So these don't have to be just blanket offers for every subscriber. So one of the things we do is we have a subscription app, and then we have an upsell app. And the upsell app has logic to offer different products to different customers based off what they're buying. So if someone is subscribed to tea, they might get offered tea cups or a tea strainer or tea products. But if they're subscribed to coffee, they might get offered different products. So that the more relevant the product is, of course, the higher the conversion. Also, the customer feels more connected to you. And so there's a number of tools out there that just let you put offers in the subscriber portal. What's really important is that they're super relevant to that exact customer. So one of the things we do is, if you have 1,000 different subscribers, all subscribe to different products, each subscriber logging in will see different offers in their subscriber portal based on what they're subscribed to. So it creates this really relevant, personalized offer that's exclusive, compelling, creates loyalty, trust, everything about it's good. So this is what this might look like in the customer portal. This is just a quick little example here. So the customer portal is where you manage everything. You can change frequencies, but now these offers, you can have one, you can have multiple products. You can choose to add them as a subscription or add them just to the next upcoming order. And so in this example here, I just added it to the next upcoming order, but I could have chosen to add this product ongoing forever. So if it's another product like cream or syrup or something that has a subscription on it, I can select to add it to the subscription or just to the next order only. So you can potentially get you can increase that order for life, not just the next one. Okay, so that's customer portal upsells. Really, really, really valuable. again, there's different ways to do it, not necessarily. I am, of course, from Bold, and we're going to talk about Bold products a little bit, but there's a lot of different ways to do these. But the point is the value of customer portal upsells in increasing the unlocking that trapped value in your subscribers. The third one, before upcoming shipments. So we send an email. It's actually the merchants can control when it goes out. You can make it 1 day before a shipment, a week before a shipment. But we have an automated email that goes out that says like, hey, good news, your subscription is about to go out. Now, recently we added the option to add a offer in that email. And again, this works with our upsell app to create the offer. So it's unique based off what the person is subscribed to. So one person subscribed to tea might get a tea offer. One person subscribed to coffee might get a coffee related product. And so they can, the idea is it's good news. Your subscription is about to go out. How would you like, you can word it any way. You can say like, as a member, you get an exclusive offer every month. This month, how would you like this extra, the pumpkin spice blend, because it's the holidays, for 25% off or something like this. And with one click, it adds it to the order. And actually, I'll just pull up the video. So it's created with upsell. This is what it looks like in an email. I'm actually going to show you this live in a second here, but you just click, yes, I want to add it. And then there's one more click to confirm. So it doesn't add it directly from the email. It just takes them to their customer portal, just to one click confirm, and then it adds it. And what I wanted to show was a lot of times, just going to go back here so that's not spinning forever. I hear people say like, well, I don't have relevant, or I don't know what to upsell, or I don't know what to offer. We've actually seen one of the highest converting offers we've seen is a mystery box offer. And so a mystery box offer is actually, I have one up here and I'll just go through the flow here. So like, this is just a demo one that I made, but you can send your customers an offer. So like, hey, good news, your subscription is about to go out. How'd you like to add a mystery box? And it's a guaranteed $200 to $300 value for, sorry, $30 to $200 value for $20. And we've seen brands do really fun things like this, where they'll say like, one out of every 500 mystery boxes has $1,000 product in it, or I don't know, like it could be a signed product by our founder, or a limited edition something. So it's a little bit of a lottery effect to it too. We saw a candle company did this, diamond candle, where they had candles, but I think it was one out of every 5,000 candles had a real diamond in it that was worth thousands of dollars. And so you would burn the candle down and there was a real diamond in the candle. So you can get creative and do neat things, but so even if you don't necessarily have like products that go with each other, a mystery box is a really good one to offer. And then the big benefit of it is it's a great way to get rid of inventory that hasn't moved. So I'll actually just go through this process. So if I click on this right here, this will take me directly to my managed subscription page. I don't know why my screen's black here. There we go. So now I'm logged in as a customer. I see the mystery box. Do I want to add it? Sure. I click add, and then without having to go through checkout or anything else, it just adds it. And then if I do just have to refresh it, but then once I refresh it, I'll come down here and I'll see in my upcoming orders, manage upcoming orders, I can see that I've got a mystery box in this subscription. And then the other upsells, if I get rid of this up here, give me 1 second here. And that was an email upsell. And now if I have other products, let's actually add something that has a subscription. I think, oh shoot, none of these do, but that's okay. So if this product had a subscription, I could add it to the next order only, or ongoing as a subscription. And it's the same kind of thing. And you can see how this quickly can get subscriptions to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So, okay, let's move on. I think you get the concept of that. Actually, if someone is interested in this, we're doing a bit of a masterclass on upselling. Mary, can you? Yeah, perfect. If anyone's like this is really speaking to you and you're like, man, I need to leverage upselling a lot more. We're doing a masterclass where we're diving into what the top brands are doing to see like not just 10% or 20% conversion. Some of them are getting like 80+% conversion on their offers. And we're going to show you exactly how they're setting up their offers, what products they're using. It's actually mind blowing what they're doing. Some of it's not just relevant products. They're creating these really unique offers. And anyone that attends this, we're actually going to give Bold Upsell completely free for 6 months, which if the app ranges from $19 to $9.99 a month, most people are nowhere near the $9.99. That's like large enterprise. But if you were, it's a potential value of $6,000 if you run the maximum. So if you're interested, just click sign up, and we'll send you info on that after. That will be a really, I think, valuable one if you are not doing upselling, or even if you are, but you want to take it to the next level, hit sign up on there. I don't know. I think once you don't have to fill any form out. Just click sign up and it's connected to the webinar software here, and then we'll reach out. So you don't have to fill any details out. Okay, let's move on. I'm going to close this on my screen here. Okay, so the next section is now, and this one's a little bit shorter because I don't want to run out of time here before I get to the golden ticket offer, but what offers work and what offers are a waste of time. This is just one screen. There's a lot of things that go into this, but I'm going to put 2 offers up here. And if you had to guess, I'm not going to pop out a poll on this one, but just think on your head, which offer do you think will convert better here? So offer on the left, hot products of the month. Offer on the right, hey Jay, here's your exclusive one-click offer. Members save 20%. I think you probably know. The offer on the right, it's not even like 10% better. It's like multiples of 100% better that this converts. The big thing that makes it convert is it's relevant. It's a product relevant to what they're buying. It's exclusive. It makes them feel that they're getting something other people aren't. It's timely. It's right before a subscription is about to go out. It's easy. It's frictionless. It's a click and they don't have to add. So these are the types that make your offer include those things: relevance, exclusivity, timely, and as frictionless as possible. Those are the things. The offers on the left are not relevant. They're not exclusive. They're not really timely, and they're not frictionless. You got to they're shop now and go. I already think in my head, shop now. I'm going to go to a site where the button on this one is just add to my next shipment. So that's when you think about your offers, those are the 4 things you want to hit. And now I want to get into what I call the golden ticket offer. Got a few minutes left here. This is an offer that every single store I know could run and drastically increase their subscriber base. Okay, so when you have subscribers, what you have is you have a marketing channel if you use them properly. So your subscribers, there's a lot of data that members and subscribers are way more likely to refer friends than one-time shoppers because they're more connected to your brand. But yet almost no one uses them to the strength that they can. So there's a lot of different things you can do, but I'm going to show you one of my favorite, I don't know, call it a trick or tactics that you can use right now today to probably grow your subscriber base like 20 to 30%. So like if you have 1,000 subscribers, you could probably grow it 200 more subscribers by doing this. Okay, so here's what I would do. First thing I would do is I would create a discount code. And I'm in this example here, I'm just creating 10, but this can be 1,000. Do it for however many subscribers you have. So if you have 1,000 subscribers, create 1,000. And then you're going to make the discount code only apply to subscriptions. So not one-time purchases. And you're going to limit the number of use down at the bottom there. I'm going to limit the number of times a code can be used to 1 time, 1 use per customer. And down underneath there, I notice it says limit discount to multiple recurring payments to 3. So if I go back on the first slide here, down at the bottom, you see the discount value, 100%. So I'm creating codes that are going to give 3 months completely free. Okay. So I create those. And then what I do is once I create the codes, a lot of people don't know, you can click up on the top right and you can say view all codes. So I'm going to view all the codes. Now this shows me all the codes that it programmatically created in bulk. Each one is unique. If you see on the right there, they can only be used one time by one customer, and each of them gives 3 months free. Then I'm going to click export, top right. Then I'm going to export it as a CSV, pretty straightforward. After I export it as a CSV, this is exactly what I get. I get 3-column export that has codes, created date, use times. I don't care about the second 2 columns. I only care about that first column, the unique code per customer. I copy and paste that, and I add it to the last column in my customer spreadsheet. Now, your customer spreadsheet, you can export from Shopify or any email tool you use and just add a column that has a coupon. So now you're going to have a unique coupon for each customer. Okay. Then you're going to go to whatever email tool you use, whether that's Klaviyo, MailChimp is just the example I'm using here. This works for every single email tool. You're going to import your CSV, and then you're going to make sure that there's a field for each contact called referral code, or you can call it whatever you want. You can call it holiday code or whatever, but just create a unique field for that coupon code. Okay. Then you're going to complete your import. So I completed this import, and now you'll notice here that I imported my 10 users, and for each one, Will Smith has his code, Steve Carell has his code, and whoever else here. Each person, William Shatner's got his. So they each have a unique code. They're imported. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an email to send to my customers, and I'm going to call it your golden ticket. And this is a very special email. The whole message behind it is we're giving you 1 golden ticket to give. Just don't lose it. There's only one. So you email your subscribers, you get 1 ticket. And this ticket is for you to give a 3-month subscription to someone you think would love the product. And you can make that 2 months if you want. I like 3 months because when you think about your customer acquisition cost, you're not paying anything to acquire these customers on Instagram or anywhere else. So you can be kind of generous with your 3 months, but also so say you sell skincare. If you have someone who's subscribed to your skincare and I email them and they get this offer to give someone a 3-month subscription to get skincare, what are they going to do? They're going to go out and they're going to think about their friend who really needs skincare. They're not going to, like the give 10, get 10 coupons you see people get, like share it with someone and they get 10%, you get pretend, like those hardly move the needle. But if I get this and I'm on your skincare subscription, I'm going to go to like my friend who I know has a little bit of eczema or dry skin or something. And I'm going to go to them. I'm going to say, hey, John, like I have one ticket. Like I got the skincare and I know you were talking the other day about your dry skin. Do you want to try it? Cause I only have one. Like, let me know if you're interested. And if John's like, yeah, like I would love to try it. And if he says no, then you're going to give it to someone else. But what you're doing is that person is finding the ideal customer for you, which is going to have a way higher LTV because they just found someone who has a skin problem. They found someone who is the perfect customer for your product. So they're going to have a higher LTV. They're going to have a way higher chance of referring someone else later on. They're going to have a way higher chance of upgrading, adding more products, staying around longer. It's just a way better customer than acquiring someone through an Instagram ad who will have probably a 30 or 40% first month churn ratio when you just pay for customers through Instagram. But this customer will probably have like 10x the retention of a customer acquired through Instagram. So then back to that 3-month offer is when you're thinking about like, I spend $50 per customer acquisition on Instagram, so I don't want to spend more this way, but like this customer is going to be worth like 8 to 10x more. So you actually can be more generous with the offer. Okay, so you merge in, and now you can see here what I did. You can merge in the coupon code. This is your unique ticket. I like to say, think of this, think of someone that would love a subscription to make their day. And then what I like to always add on these, and if you notice down at the bottom, if you can see it, it says, if you don't think you'll use it, let us know so we can give it to someone else. Have you ever got a coupon from a brand that says like, if you're not going to use this, let us know so we can give it to someone else? Because there's always people that could use it. It makes it feel really valuable. Like coupons mailed out Black Friday, like they're a dime a dozen, everyone gets them. But if you're sending one that has a one-time use and the store says, if you're not going to use it, let us know so we can give it to someone else, it just kind of makes it like, oh, other people want it, goes up even more in value. So then when you email that out, these are 2 emails that I sent myself, like the one on the left went to Jay, the one on the right went to Will, and you can notice how like it merges in the coupon code. It's unique per email. So each person gets a unique code that they can share. This is such a powerful tool. I wanted to share it just kind of as my gift to you. If you get to a point where an average subscriber refers in their life at least one other person, and what that's called is a viral coefficient of 1 or greater, you will never have to pay a penny for acquisition ever. You will grow with that hockey stick curve that you dream of. It's so important to get customers to refer. So if you have, one person might refer 5 or 6 people. If you did this golden ticket like once a year, or once every 6 months, like make it an annual tradition. Like it's that time again, we give out our 1 golden ticket. Anyways, if you get to a point where on average, 1 subscriber refers 1 other person, you'll grow virally. Viral growth requires a coefficient of 1.00001, as long as it's higher than 1. So that's my I guess my gift, if you want to call it that. That the last thing I just want to say before, I know we went a couple minutes over time here, is I feel like I sped through that pretty quick, but if there's anything in here that if you would like someone to reach out to, Mary, can you throw up that last little question there? If you'd like someone to reach out to you to help you with any of this, like any of the upselling stuff, any of the, I'm happy to, we're going to send a copy of the video to everybody, but if you would like someone to like literally reach out and we can help you set up upsells, those were just like tip of the iceberg. There's so much more you can do with that. But if you like someone to reach out to you to give you a hand, or if you just have questions or you want to talk about any of this, just hit, sorry, I'm pulling the screen here. Just hit yes, please on the question that just popped up, and someone will reach out, and totally happy to help with any of this. We'll also send out the recording to everyone as well. So thank you everyone for watching. This has been a ton of fun, and we'll probably, I know we're hosting another one late January, which you will probably get an email about because you attended this one. So maybe we'll see you there. And that's it for me for now. Thanks everyone.